Hey, what is up, everyone? The LDB is back at it again, coming at you today with version 2.0 of my Lone Star videos. Now, this is not the actual build video. If you are interested in the build that I'm going to be using today, I will have a link for it at the end if you want to stick around, as well as in the description below. But if you want to check that out first, and if you're still a bit confused, come on back here and hopefully this will help clear some things up. But if you want to stay at the same time, that's all good too. So if you are new to the channel and you enjoy my videos or find them helpful in any way, smash that like button, subscribe for future content, and definitely drop a comment down there if you want. Let me know how you're running this. So the reason that I am going to be doing this video today is because I got a lot of great feedback for my first video. A lot of people thought it was very helpful, they enjoyed it a lot, but at the same time, a lot of people did not enjoy it at all. I got a lot of salty, condescending trolling, basically. That all gets deleted, so no sweat off my back. I don't have time for your negativity. But for people that are here to maybe pick up a few tips and tricks, I want to be very clear on why I'm doing the things that I'm doing. So let's get into that. Now, the top 3 problems people were having with my first video was, 1, my firearms to stamina ratio was all wrong. Number 2, the weapons that I was using, all wrong. And 3, the big one, the argument of mag size versus rate of fire. So I will be showing you the difference between those two, as well as talking about that here in just a second. But the first thing, the firearms to stamina ratio, I believe that's all personal preference and just gameplay style in general, I would say. If you want to roll 10,000 stamina on something and it works for you, hey, my hat's off to you. How can I tell you that you're wrong? You know what I mean? So again, to each their own. Now, the last video, I showed you what was working best for me, and I just wanted to maybe give you guys a rough estimate of where you might want to start out and what you might want to spec for. I will never say that this is a perfect build or this is what you need to do, what you must do. So, again, just keep that in the back of your head. So that was easy and painless. With that out of the way, move on to the weapons. The weapons, now I know a lot of people are not going to like this, and a lot of people are probably going to disagree with me on this, but believe it or not, in this game you can use whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want. I mean, really. Yes, some weapons are better for different circumstances, but really it's all about what you are comfortable with. In real life or in a video game, the more comfortable you are with the weapon, the more effective you will be with it. You're going to land more shots, etc., blah, blah, blah. I mean, that's just a fact. If you've ever been to a real shooting range, done any long-range shooting or anything like that, you will know. If you are more comfortable with a weapon, you will be doing better with it. It's just that simple. So, again, go with your play style and whatever is most comfortable. If anyone asks me what do I recommend, I say, what are you comfortable with? They tell me, I say, use that. That's all I can say. I mean, what else am I tell you? No, use something that you're uncomfortable with because it does something. No. I mean, yeah, sure, there's a learning curve that with some weapons, but at the same time, go with is straightforward for you, and then expand off of that. Now, in this game, every weapon, gear set, etc., for the most part, has a counter to it, right? So, again, keep that in the back of your head. You got the high RPM with low mag size, or low RPM with the high mag size. And that brings me to the last point of this video, the mag size versus rate of fire argument. So, let's look at some weapons and compare. Alright everyone, so first let's take a look at the Big Alejandro, since this is pretty much my go-to in the LMG category. I do have a couple of them here that I will be showing you the difference between RPM and mag size here in just a moment, but the main reason I really enjoy this weapon overall is that 1000 RPM. It does have lower base damage and a small mag, and but it is what it is. That 1000 RPM really does pick up the slack for the rest of it. Now, I would recommend going with a mag size on this weapon. On this one, I do have 120.5 mag size with crit chance and damage. If you can get mag size with rate of fire as well, I mean, hey, you're doing even better. But I would overall go with mag size because at 1000 RPMs, no matter if you have 50 or 100 in your mag, you're going to burn through half of them very quickly. And if Lone Star procs with it, you'll follow me here. When Lone Star procs and you fire that last bullet, it reloads your magazine. Now you are shooting at 1300 RPMs, and if you leave your mag alone, you're still at 55. you're just gonna buzz through that like nothing. And if it doesn't proc again, well, then you got to swap your weapon, and you got to, you know, start shooting again to see if you can get Lone Star to proc again, which is why I say go with mag size, because when it does proc, you get that big refill on the bullets. You get that big refill on the mag, and you still get that huge RPM and damage increase. So that's what I would do with something that has 1,000 RPMs. Now, moving on to the Hungry Hog, like I was saying, every weapon has its counter, basically, right? And this, I would say, is kind of it. You have much more base damage, literally half of the RPM, but almost double the mag size. So you see what I'm saying? Everything balances out on this game pretty well. At least they're trying, right? Now on this, I would definitely say go with a rate of fire magazine. Now I know I don't have the best one here with 10.2 rate of fire. You can obviously get better, but I just wanted to do it just to show you. You know, because you have that large mag to begin with, but that low RPM, so get that RPM up so that Lone Star does proc fast, and then when it does refill and you get that RPM boost and, you know, obviously, like I said, the refill on the mag, you have a lot of bullets to do that extra damage with. So I hope I'm coming across clean with this. I hope everyone is kind of understanding where I'm headed with this. Now, as far as the other weapons go, really, I mean, you can use whatever you want. The MG5 is one that I hear a lot of people using, and it is a great weapon. I mean, I can't say anything bad about it. It's kind of in the gray area, though, for me. It has that 800 RPM, so you're not at 500, you're not at 1,000, you're at that 800 right in the middle there, but you still have a low mag, but you have good base damage. So this is a great weapon to use, but for me, honestly, I don't know what I would use. Probably I would lean towards the mag size, because again, once Lone Star does proc, your RPM is going to shoot through the roof, and if you have a higher mag size, you're doing more damage for a longer period of time. So let's go into the firing range here. Let's turn around, and I'm going to give you a quick little breakdown on these two big Alejandros really fast. Alright, so let's check out this big Alejandro here that only has a rate of fire magazine on it. It doesn't have any other mods on it because I'm not looking for numbers. I'm simply looking for how fast you can dump these bullets, and if it does proc, how long do you keep that, you know, those bullets. So let's try it out. Oh, look at that, it didn't proc, so now you're empty, and you gotta, you know, swap and go again. Hopefully it'll come this time. Okay, so it procced, it went off, we're not getting it again, and now you're done. That's it. So if it doesn't proc more than once, I mean, that's not optimal to me. Let's see if we can get something else to happen with the other big Alejandro. Alright, so let's take a look at this big Alejandro with the big magazine, and let's just see how fast we can get halfway through the mag, get Lone Star to proc, and then when it does, how much longer you are able to shoot with. So let's just see here. As you can see, we go through that mag pretty fast, right? Oh, and there it is, it's procced. And we're about to empty the mag. There it is, refilled, boom. Excellent. Oh, and it procced again. So then we get another, but I mean, to me it's a little bit, it's kind of straightforward, but some people, obviously, they have different opinions, which they are completely entitled to, but that's what I would rather go for, compared to just, you know, reloading and having 55. Now, one more thing on top of that. If you can get into cover and get Lone Star to proc as well with this weapon, you get that cover shooter talent. So you're getting an extra stack of damage on top of it, and then if Lone Star procs, you get that full refill, the RPM up, and the damage up, and you're getting an extra damage up from being in cover. So let's see here. Let's see if we can get that to go. There it is. And there that goes. Alright. Still doing extra damage, and then as soon as we aren't, where it goes back, oh, and Lone Star procced again. I've actually noticed that having a higher mag size, you have a higher chance, for some reason, it feels like, of getting that actual Lone Star to proc and getting that refill with the RPM and damage increase. So there it is, guys. Hopefully that breaks it down a little bit better for you, and you kind of understand where I'm coming from a little bit better. So if you enjoyed this video, if you found this helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for future content, and drop a comment down there. Let me know what you're thinking. Let's take it easy, guys, because if not, it just gets deleted. whatever, no sweat. But, you know, if you want to have actual dialogue about the game, if you check my other videos, you'll see I have no problem talking to my subscribers or anybody that has any questions. So until next time, guys, I hope you take it easy. I'll see you then. Later.